Hello and welcome to Sam's on Wrestling, and this is our WWE Night of Champions predictions. I am firstly joined by Baby Sam. Hello, Baby Sam.
Hello there. How are we doing?
I'm doing all right, but I thought I'd introduce you first because the champion should always enter second. And after defeating you at the last PLE again, for some reason didn't pick Naomi to win the Money in the Bank. Don't know why. Would have won you it. I am still the champion, and Sam has to win another one to get a shot at this belt. How
For
you
me,
feeling?
it's the audacity to use the phrase defeated. That's a strong for a draw, Sam. It's a very
Drawn again.
draw. You are clinging onto that title by a thread, Sunshine. By a
I
thread.
can't. My least favorite world champion is JBL, and I feel like I am literally living vicariously through him.
Yeah. You are literally, I am Big Show, like show something you off the cage, and you just fall through the ring and flukily win. It's
That's
completely that.
what I'm doing. But before we get into Night of Champions, first of all, it is still going ahead.
Hmm?
Don't ask me how, but as right now, as we're recording, it
Yeah.
is still happening. Some people, I'm pretty certain, are not going on purpose. I think Dominic Mysterio having an injury
Oh, I
seems
respect it.
very, very suspicious.
I respect it. Lie, cheat, and steal. I would
Yeah,
want to go.
he is somebody's son.
Yes.
And also, can we talk about that? Triple H has vaguely listened. There are 6 matches
Oh, Sam,
on
sound
this card.
at all. They,
Say
they
that
have,
again.
they've got a proper card.
6 matches. Hopefully, it won't be 7 hours because they put an extra match on there.
Mm.
But before we get into it, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And let's get into our predictions. We kick off with the King of the Ring finals. It's Randy
Ooh.
Orton versus Cody Rhodes. And before we get into it, Sam, Night of Champions, 2 championship matches.
And we have 1,000 championships as well, Sam. Yes, I know. I've given up being angry about it, Sam.
Call
It's
it King of the Ring.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's all you have to do.
And also, we've been all wondering when they were going to do Cody Randy. We were wondering when Randy would turn heel, or maybe Cody. I doubt it, Cody, but Randy. And we have this beautiful build to a big story. It's the final of the King of the Ring. Hopefully, it might be the start when Cody. What I'm predicting is Cody Rhodes is winning the King of the Ring, so we get Cena and Cody again at SummerSlam, which might give you an indication of what I'm thinking later. But Cody wins, might set up potentially something for the future. Who are you going with? I'm picking Cody Rhodes as the King of the Ring.
Yeah, it's Cody Rhodes. I'm going exactly with your theory. I'm hoping they'll do a triple threat with Punk for SummerSlam. We've talked about this a little bit. Fingers crossed. I remember you said to me you were surprised that Zayn lost against Orton in the semis. I was surprised that you were surprised. I completely saw it going to Cody versus Randy in the final. Completely.
Well, first of all, I didn't expect them to put Sammy on the card anyway. I thought that Sammy losing would
Well,
mean
there
he's
you
not on
go.
the card. So I kind of understand it then. But I also thought that they were going to keep trying to push the idea for the whole year that Sammy keeps failing for the World Championship, and surely losing the final would be on that route. So that's why I thought Sammy would make the final versus Cody. I thought Cody, Sammy being friends as well would work really well. It worked really well last night on Raw when we watched it. We were recording it on Tuesday, and Jay and Cody had a great match.
Mm.
Jay, once again, that's probably back-to-back good singles matches from Jey Uso. But I think we're going Cody, and I'm hopefully we're going for a triple threat at SummerSlam. Cody, CM Punk, and Cena of John. The Queen of the Ring. It is Jade Cargill versus Asuka. And before I even ask for prediction, Sam, I don't care who wins because I'm delighted that this is the final.
It's a lovely little final, isn't it? It's a
Mm-hmm.
lovely. You just sit back and enjoy some good wrestling. It really should be. Yeah.
I don't care who wins either because first of all, I like both. I'm a big fan of Jade. I think people overly criticize Jade. I don't think they get what she is. Though wrestling doesn't need it. She is the Goldberg of 2025, and Goldberg was the biggest thing in WCW. So I'm happy for that, and I'm really glad Asuka's back, and I'm really glad they put her straight into a kind of main slot. I also believe both of these are going to be going for the title at SummerSlam anyway.
It's one of those Rumble Final 2 situations.
I believe so. So who are you actually picking to be the winner of the match?
I think I'm going Jade. I think they want to push her as a really big star, and you can have Asuka win a number one contenders match. But I think it'd be nice to have a crowning moment. Just came up with that for Jade. Little big deal, and expose her to the Saudi audience a little bit more as well. So yeah, I assume it's Jade.
I've been picking Jade for a while now. I've done many a TikTok and many a video. Jade is winning this. If she comes out of SummerSlam as champion, I don't think will happen though. We move on to the other women's match on the card, another single match that's not for a championship. It's Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez for some reason in a street fight. At least it's a gimmick. Sam, who are you going with and why is it Rhea?
I mean, why? Yeah, exactly. It's Rhea, isn't it? I mean, why the hell not just have this match here? I mean, again, Night of Champions, we couldn't have just thrown a title into this, but yeah, it's Rhea. It just gives Rhea a bit of a win, something to do ultimately, whilst they build her up to eventually go for the world title again. I assume.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Rhea. I wonder what they're going to do for her at SummerSlam if we're thinking that it won't be her for either title. So I'm intrigued because she has to be at SummerSlam. So I'm intrigued who they might go for because obviously we've got Evolution and then SummerSlam. So something will clearly happen for her to build up. Do you reckon this is the match that's replacing the AJ Styles Dominic Mysterio match? Probably.
It seems like that. I mean, there's the Zayn Cross one as well that's been lobbed in last minute. It's one of the two.
But he's Sami Zayn, Saudi. You'd think maybe that's probably been booked.
Yeah, thought about a while in advance, probably.
Who would you have had with Dominic versus AJ if it wasn't the card? Just out of curiosity at this point.
Oh, Dominic.
Yeah, I had Dominic.
The title change yet, though I do actually enjoy the Styles Dominic feud.
Yes, same. We move on to the other non-championship match. It's Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, and this is the one I've struggled with the most. Sam, who are you going with and why?
I hope you've gone different to me. I've gone Karrion Kross because of the backstage segment where Zayn punched him. He seemed to clearly have something up his sleeve. It seemed to be all part of the plan. So I assume there's going to be some shenanigans, and Kross is going to win. It does kind of disappoint me that they're still kind of trying to get Kross, across as a heel. Sorry, because he got such a massive pop as well in that segment. So it's a bit frustrating to kind of see them just ignore the fans fall for him and treat him the same. But yeah, I still think Kross wins this.
First things first, I would keep Kross a heel. We have no heels. So even though he's a popular heel, be a heel, but a one that people enjoy. No, Sam, I also believe this is Karrion Kross.
Oh,
So this might be trouble for you if we predict the same one. Could be trouble for you.
Ones, I'll throw in a little because I'm the challenger. I have to. I'll throw in a little.
If we at this point, if anyone wants to know the rules, because this is not for the championship, that's all. He has to win 2 in a row to win the title. That's the rule. So he can't just win it on a fluke. But if we did predict the exact same ones as the challenger or someone trying to get a shot at it, he will have to change one of his results. But at the moment, we are 4 for 4. I do believe Karrion Kross is winning this because I think he needs to win. However, interesting one. Our first championship match to talk about at Night of Champions. It's Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. Sam, Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa.
It's Jacob Fatu, Sam. They'll probably keep the feud going for a little bit, but they clearly value Fatu way over Solo, and I don't necessarily disagree with them for that. I think they might drag it to SummerSlam and involve, maybe a few more, people on Solo's side trying to get involved. But it's Fatu. You've got to give him a long reign. I know they love a long reign, and I like a bit of a snappy title change as well, but you've got to give this, reign to Fatu for a long time. So yeah, Fatu, and then Solo gets heat back.
I think I will eventually get a prediction wrong with Jacob Fatu because I'm just going to constantly pick Jacob Fatu until he eventually loses. It's like you don't back against Charlotte Flair unless you want to lose at WrestleMania. So I am also picking Jacob Fatu. However, if there's ever a time to do this championship change, it's probably weirdly now. Solo probably needs to actually go up, succeed, as it were. Jacob being a babyface chasing might be better, but I would rather him be nice. The problem is there's no heels for him to go against after Solo's finished anyway.
No, agree. I
So
worry with giving a bit of the Austin Theory treatment, where he kind of just continues to look like a joke, and I
Yeah.
see the slippery slope he's going down. And I think this will probably go till SummerSlam. Then after that, I do worry for him.
I
'Cause
do a little bit worry for both of them. I worry for Solo if he doesn't win at any point, because what does he do afterwards? Probably foods with JC Mateo. And I worry for Jacob not having anything to sink his teeth into as a baby face. I do
mm,
think he'd be better as a heel, but you can't not have him as babyface. And they're very similar to your booking about Karrion Cross. I would not be shocked if Solo did win this match, to be fair. Now, I'll also point out at this point, if anyone's wondering, whenever it's a title match, we are always predicting who walks out as champion. It's never, because I hate, when they predict that Jacob wins, but then Solo it's a DQ, and it's like, well, Solo actually won by DQ. It's like, but Jacob's the champion. So
mm.
just for anyone who knows, whenever there is if there's a DQ in the Sami Zayn cross match, whoever wins that would count. But in a title match, it's who walks out as champion. Do we agree?
100%.
The main event, for some reason, happening in Saudi at Night of Champions, which they're kind of alluding to about CM Punk being a bit of a hypocrite without actually saying it. I would have just put his tweet about sucking blood money and all that jazz. I would have just posted it. Why not? It's arguably John Cena's best work since his heel turn with CM Punk, because he's actually doing real promos. The main event is John Cena versus CM Punk, the WWE Championship. Sam, who have you got?
Sam, I should be so happy and excited for this.
Sure.
This should literally be my dream. And yet, Sam, they have to ruin it. When I saw Raw and I saw the segment, I didn't know that Night of Champions was in Saudi Arabia yet. So I was so excited. And then literally at the end of it, they said, "You're going to have to challenge me in Saudi Arabia." And I was like, what is my life? What is my life? You want my prediction, Sam? My prediction is that some random Saudi prince pays them enough money that he can just get to whack Punk with the title himself. Then Cena does a 1, 2, 3, drinks a bottle of Prime, celebrates some silly Saudi gown. Most of it is cut out through an ad break. The Rock tweets that it's cinema. They announce record profits, release more people, raise ticket prices, and everyone goes yeet. Sam, are you happy? Are you happy with that? They've ruined
I
my,
think
and
it's,
I'm just not happy, Sam.
I think it's the most accurate prediction I've seen online so far.
It happens for
I,
me. Then
I like the idea of CM Punk being Tonya Harding. Taken with the pipe. Sadly, Sam,
yeah,
for you, this is going to help that I believe Cena is also walking out as WWE champion. But I will put a caveat that I don't think this will end either cleanly. It could also not actually end in a win. It could be DQ going on here. There could be shenanigans with the Cody. So it's an interesting one. I either CM Punk gets screwed and that's how you get. I'll be shocked if they don't do the triple threat, to be honest, because it means CM Punk losing and then being, where does CM Punk go after this? Because Seth Rollins will be taking on LA Knight. I'm pretty certain, because they've just done the injury angle with LA Knight, so that they can kind of waste a little bit of time before SummerSlam. So I don't know what they're going to do with Punk if it's not the triple threat. So I am also predicting John Cena is going to walk out as WWE champion.
mm.
Now, before we ask you to change one of your opinions, you might not have to, Sam, because we have the Money in the Bank chip, the little chip. And as challenger, you always get to go first dibs. Do you believe there will be a cash in at Night of Champions?
Let me say it like this, Sam. No, I do not.
I also don't believe there'll be a cash in. So, Sam, that leads us. We've gone 6 for 6. You are going to have to change one of your predictions. Which one are you changing? It's the first time. First time.
Yes, I'm trying to commune with future Sam in a week. Talk to me. Talk to me. What's happened? What's going on? Did it even happen in Saudi Arabia?
No.
No, I, I am going to say it's between Zayn and weirdly Raquel. I've just got a weird feeling Raquel might just somehow win it for shenanigan reasons.
Roxanne interference.
So, oh, right, sit me through it again. Obviously, Cody's winning.
Cody winning. Jade.
It's Cross and Zayn, and then Rio and Raquel, Solo
Yeah.
and Fat.
Yeah.
Who's the other one? Oh, it's Cargill
And Cena and Punk.
Cargill and Asuka as well.
Yeah.
It just is 6 for 6, though, isn't it? It just is 6 for 6. Oh, right. You know what? I'll go Sami Zayn because I think it'll be a DQ. There you go.
Sammy has changed to Sammy.
Yes.
Baby Sam is now predicting he's had to force to change. We know his real prediction. He's seen the real prediction, but now he believes that Sami Zayn, it would be great if you get a chance to go for this at Evolution because of that one being the result.
Come on, honorary use. Come
I
on.
would love it. I'd love to see that.
I would love it.
I'm vaguely looking forward to this because I've come round to Saudi going, right, they're real shows now. We refused to watch them when they first happened. But now that they're actually on at a reasonable time, I get to watch Cena versus Punk live. I'm very tempted, and I think I'm going to go live on TikTok and do some reactions. We'll do a little watch along while I'm there. So please join me for that. If you follow us on TikTok, I might be watching it live on TikTok. But those are our predictions for Night of Champions. Me and Sam will be back in about 2 weeks for Revolution. But will he be going for this? Because this is not on the line, but he's got to win to get a shot at Evolution. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, Baby Sam, for joining us, because I know you're sorting out holiday preparations.
A lot of things are going on in my life, Sam. It's a fun time, but it's very stressful.
We may be doing SummerSlam predictions with either not Baby Sam because he's not available because he's in a foreign country, or we might be on tour with our predictions.
Join me, Sam. Come on.
Thank you very much for joining us. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Give us your predictions in the comments. Who do you believe? Have we gone against our 6? We've gone 6 for 6 until he had to change. Who do you think? Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time for another Sam's on Wrestling predictions video. See you next time.
Bye-bye.